destroy us all, we thought we'd do a kind of recovery yoga flow kind of thing. So I guess we'll get started.
Yep.
Everyone ready?
Ready. Sure am.
All right. Tell me if the music is too loud also. It should just be like a little bit in the background, but if it's too loud, let me know. Okay. All right, we're gonna start in reclined butterfly. So I want you to lay on the ground, let your knees splay open, and just be heavy. Start with some nice deep breaths here. You can put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, so you can really feel your breaths coming in and out. Make it so your hand rises and falls with your breath. Just sitting here with a couple deep breaths. Nice and heavy, getting ready to do some yoga. One more big inhale. And push all the air out. All right, bring your legs in together so that the soles of your feet are on the floor. Everyone good? I heard some. Okay. All right, so your feet are on the floor. We're gonna move slowly into a bridge. You're gonna peel your hips off the ground and push up using your butt into a bridge position. Now, don't let your legs go out to the side. Make sure you squeeze like you're squeezing something in the middle. So inhale, then exhale, peel your hips up. Pretend like you're squeezing something in between them so they stay together. If you want, you can clasp your hands beneath your butt. You can also work to get your shoulder blades underneath you, and that kind of lets you get higher. So squeezing those legs, really activating the glutes. Nice deep breaths. On the next inhale, I want you to lift your right leg up and straighten it. Stay for the exhale. One more inhale. And bring it back down. Exhale. On the next inhale, raise the left leg up. Stay for the inhale. Exhale. And bring it back down. One more inhale here, really activating those glutes. And exhale, roll everything back down. All right, we're gonna work our way into plow. So you're gonna start to lift your legs above your head. Your toes are gonna go, the goal is to get your toes on the ground behind your head. So you're gonna lift your hips up, take your knees back. If it's too much on your neck, you can bend your knees and rest them on your forehead. You can choose to support your back here or keep your hands extended like this. Nice, good stretch for your hamstrings and the back of your neck. Stay here for a couple good breaths. All right, on the next exhale, roll everything back down. You're gonna make your way to tabletop. So plant your hands directly under your shoulders, your hips directly above your knees. For right here, we're just gonna make little circles with our hips. Make little C's back and forth with your breaths. Nice little movements, loosening everything up. I feel that stretch in the side body. Loosening the hips. Next inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, you're gonna extend your right leg back. Put pressure in the ball of your foot and try to reach your heel down to the ground. Good calf stretch. Stay for the inhale. Oh, there's my cat. Exhale. Inhale, draw the right leg back in. Exhale, left leg back. Put that pressure in the ball of the foot and reach the heel towards the floor. Stay for a nice good inhale. And push all the air out. Come back to tabletop. We're gonna come into puppy dog. You're going to keep your hips above your knees. Walk your hands out, get your chest on the floor. You can either rest your forehead or your chin on the mat. Make sure you keep your hips above your knees. On each exhale, I want you to crawl your hands out a little farther. Sink deeper into it. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, relax into it. And inhale, back up to tabletop. One breath here, you're gonna flip your toes over so they're pushing on the floor. Next exhale, I want you to hover your knees just a couple inches above the ground. Hold it. You're really engaging your core. Take one good inhale and exhale. Next inhale, you're gonna shift your weight a little and lift your right leg up. Keep it bent, just lift it straight up. Stay for an inhale. Lower it back down, keeping your knees above the ground. Stay here for one breath. Next inhale, left leg goes up. Stay for a breath here. Lower it down. Your abs should be really engaged now. You're still hovering those knees. Next inhale, you're gonna shift your weight to the left and extend your right arm out in front of you. Try to get your bicep by your ear and keep those hips square. Stay for a breath. Lower the right arm. One breath here. Shift your weight. You're gonna come to the left arm extended. Really firing everything up. One breath here. And bring it back down. You're gonna push up into down dog. Raise your hips to the ceiling. Push into the mat with your palms. Relax those ankles down to the floor. If it feels good, you can walk it out like this. Just kind of loosen everything up. All right, next inhale, we're gonna shift the weight forward into high plank, getting ready for our first chaturanga. So your weight should be directly above your palms, and on the next inhale, you're gonna lower down to low plank. Flip your toes, inhale, up dog. Keep those shoulders pressed down on your back and your thighs engaged. Flip the toes again, exhale and lift the core to down dog. Couple deep breaths here. All right, shift forward again to high plank. This time lower all the way to your stomach. Release your hands. All right, we're gonna come into Sphinx. So you're gonna prop yourself up on your elbows. And I want you to feel like you're pushing the mat behind you. So you're gonna engage your back muscles, get your shoulders away from your ears, and it's like you're gonna slide your mat to the back of the room. Upper body's engaged. Nice deep breath here.
The sea is simply a place we fly over.
And relax down flat. Next pose is going to be bow pose. So you're going to bend both legs in. You're going to reach for the outside of your feet with both hands. And again, I want you to squeeze your legs together, so don't let them come too far apart. Next inhale, you're going to kick into your legs. Lift your body off. It's okay if you only get a little bit off the ground. Just hold it and really engage the inside of those thighs. Nice deep breath here. On the inhale, try to pull a little bit further. One last breath in, a little higher. And release. Exhale. Come back onto your forearms, and we're gonna go into dolphin pose, which is like downward dog, but you're gonna stay on your forearms. So lift your core up. Your forehead comes to the mat. You should feel this in the back of your legs. Couple deep breaths here.
Fully half the world's peoples now live within 100 miles of the ocean.
Next exhale, rise up to down dog. All right, now we're pretty warm. You're gonna extend that right leg up behind you. Try to keep your toes facing the floor, hips nice and square. On the exhale, you're gonna bring that right knee up to the right elbow and hold. Exhale. Inhale, raise it back up. Exhale, this time bring it across to your left elbow. Twist and hold. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right to your nose. And hold. One more inhale. And come into low lunge. Plant your foot between your palms. Stack your knee above your toes or your ankle. And then lower your back knee. Next inhale, you're gonna come up. Palms facing each other. Shoulders nice and relaxed down your back. And lean forward into your hip. You should be pulling your right hip back to try to square up those hips. Just lean into the stretch. Take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale, you're gonna circle your arms back, come into half split. So I want you to try to keep your back straight and lean over your toe, foot flexed. Should be a good stretch in the back of your hamstring. Couple deep breaths here. Try to go further on each exhale. And release. I want you to circle that right foot back. You're gonna come with your toes curved under, or the balls of your feet on the ground, and you're gonna sit back on your heels. You should really feel this in the middle of your feet. Just gonna sit tall. I want you to breathe in, arms go up. And exhale. Come down through heart center. Another couple. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale to heart center. One more before we can release those feet. Arms circle up. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Heart through, hands through heart center. Release your toes, push back into down dog. Next inhale, left foot to the sky. Try to keep those hips square. Exhale, left knee to left elbow and hold. Inhale, raise it back up. Exhale, over to the right elbow, twist and hold. Inhale, back up. Exhale, straighten the middle to the nose. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, come into low lunge, plant it between your palms, stack your knee above your ankle, and lower that back leg. Inhale, arms come up, palms facing each other. Lean forward into the hips. Couple good breaths here. Next inhale, circle your arms around, flat back, come into half split. Flex that foot and lean forward over it. One more inhale here. And exhale and release that leg. You're gonna bring the big toes together, spread the knees apart, and come into child's pose for a couple breaths. Sink those hips back onto your feet. Rest the forehead on the mat. Right, inhale, and come up to down dog. Exhale, lean forward to high plank. We're gonna do another chaturanga. So inhale here, exhale down to low plank, flip your toes. Inhale, up dog, flip your toes again. Use your core to get back to down dog. All right, raise that right leg up again. Exhale. This time you're gonna bring it forward and set it on the outside of that right hand, directly next to it. Come into runner's lunge. That back leg is still engaged. Now you're gonna slowly drop it and flip those toes. If you want, you can come down to your elbows to lizard. You can let your foot kind of roll to the edge, the right foot. And if you need more, you can take that right hand and push gently on the inside of that right knee. Couple of deep breaths here. Right, if you're on your elbows, come up, bring your knee in. You're gonna engage that back leg again, flip those toes. And return your right leg back to the left leg, come to down dog. Nice deep breath. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, bring it to the outside of the left hand. Runner's lunge. Lower that back knee gently, flip those toes. Again, if you want, you can come down to your elbows for lizard. If you need more, roll that foot onto the edge of your left foot or push on your left knee with your left hand. Whatever feels right. Stay for a couple inhales and exhales. If you're on your elbows, come up to your palms, engage that back leg, and return to down dog. All right, right here, you're going to bend your legs, come up on your tippy toes, and look up to the top of your mat. On the exhale, we're gonna come forward into plank. Inhale, back to that same position. Look forward, exhale, back to plank. Couple more. Inhale, down. Exhale, back to plank. One more. Inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, back to plank. And raise your hips up to down dog. All right, look to the top of your mat and either walk or jump forward so that your feet are in between your hands. You're gonna do an inhale, come up to half lift. Goal is to get a flat back. You can push on your shins or the floor, whatever you can reach. Exhale, fold all the way over. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. And relax those arms down to your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. So I'm gonna face you so you guys can see this next one. So on the inhale, your hands are gonna go above your head. You're gonna grab your left wrist with your right arm. Your hips are gonna shift to the left, and you're gonna do a side body twist to the right. Exhale. Inhale back to the center, switch hands. This time hips go to the right, hands go to the left. Exhale. Inhale back to the middle. One more on each side. Exhale, hands to the right. Inhale, center. Switch hands, and to the left. Inhale back to the center, and release the hands down. One big breath here. Arms back up, and we're gonna swan dive forward. All the way forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, try to get the crown of that head forward, flat back. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Step back to high plank. Do a chaturanga. So bend to low plank, flip those toes, up dog, raise your hips for down dog. Inhale, that right leg goes up again, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant it between your hands. This time, keep that back leg engaged and straight, and we're gonna come into high lunge. Palms facing each other, shoulders relaxed down the back. Inhale, exhale, sink a little lower. Back leg engaged, straight. On the next inhale, you're gonna backstroke that right arm backwards, left arm forwards. Try to get your chest twisted to that side wall. Stay here for an inhale. On the next exhale, we're gonna come to exalted warrior. So your right hand is gonna go to your left leg, and your left hand goes to the ceiling. Nice, good twist. Inhale here. Your leg should be nice and on fire. Exhale, come back to high lunge. Palms facing each other. All right, flip that back leg so it's parallel to your mat. Come into warrior two. Gaze out over that right arm. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little lower into it. Inhale, reverse warrior. This time your left hand comes to your left leg. Right arm goes to the sock guy. Inhale, back to reverse or warrior two. This time, you're gonna straighten that leg and turn your toe to face so they're both facing the same way. You're gonna flat back fold exhale and release. You can put your hands through your legs like this if you want to get a further stretch, but just stay here for a few breaths, trying to get your head to the ground. Sink a little lower on those exhales. You can crawl your hands out even further. All right, inhale your hands to your waist. On the next exhale, you're gonna flat back and stand up. And come back to down dog. One deep breath here. The next inhale, left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Inhale, plant it between your palms, stack your knee above your ankle. Come into high lunge. Keep that back leg engaged. Roll those shoulders back and away from your ears. Inhale here. Exhale, sink lower. On the next inhale, backstroke that left arm back, right arm forward. Twist the chest towards the other wall. Next inhale, that left arm goes to the right leg, right arm up for exalted warrior. Keep those legs engaged to keep that balance. Next inhale, release to high lunge, palms facing each other. Turn that back leg so it's parallel with the end of your mat. And exhale into warrior two. Inhale, exhale, sink a little lower. Really engage that left quad. Inhale, reverse warrior, right hand goes to your right leg, left hand to the ceiling. Inhale, release back to warrior two. Straighten that leg. Turn your toes to face the front. And then one more heel in so that your toes are pointed out. Hands to heart center, you're gonna come into horse. Bend your legs into nice deep squat. Inhale, slowly extend up. Starfish, I think it's called. Exhale, come back down into horse. Hands to heart center. Knees stay above your toes. Nice deep squat. Inhale up. Extend everything nice and high. Exhale. Back into the squat. One more of those. Inhale up. Stretch everything nice and big. Exhale, down into the squat. All right, you're gonna straighten your legs, turn your toes to the front, and shift forward. Hands right in front of you. You're gonna plant that left hand in the middle, raise that right hand for a twist. You should also feel this on the inside of that left thigh. Exhale, release the right arm down, plant it where the left one was, and twist the other way. Exhale, release both hands. Shift over your front foot, your left leg, and come back into down dog. Couple breaths here. Relax those ankles down to the floor. Inhale, come forward into high plank, chaturanga. Exhale down, flip those toes, up dog. Flip leg again, down dog. Lift to the front of your mat, walk or jump your feet forward, held there between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold over. Inhale all the way up. And then release your hands on the exhale to heart center. All right, we're gonna come into warrior three. You're gonna shift your weight to your left leg. Lift that right leg up. On the next exhale, you're gonna shift forward. Extend that leg out behind you. And shift the front body, the upper body forward. I want you to release those hands into airplane arms. You really want to squeeze those shoulder blades together and engage the upper back. Your right heel should be reaching for the back of that room, the crown of your head reaching for the other side. Gaze is forward on the floor. One more inhale here. On the exhale, you're gonna place your left hand on the ground and come into half moon. So your body's gonna be, keep that right leg in the air, and you wanna try to open your chest towards the wall. If you fall out of it, just get right back in. One more inhale. Exhale, release the leg down. Inhale, you're gonna come into chair pose. Get those biceps by your arms, your ears, and sink down into your hips. You should be able to lift your toes off the ground. Your weight should be in your heels. Hold here. Get those legs on fire. Bring your hands to heart center. We're gonna twist to the right. So you're gonna put your left elbow on your right knee. Now you wanna try to keep those knees even. So you might need to walk that left one back a little bit. Stay here for an inhale.
Be aware of yourself as you are, without judgment. See what
And release. Come back to chair. Last breath here, really feel that burn. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold all the way. I want you to grab opposite elbows and hang here in ragdoll for a little bit. Get your upper body nice and heavy. Relax your neck. You can swing side to side if you want, whatever feels good.
always and every moment be aware of what you're doing.
One more breath here.
Watch yourself.
And roll up vertebrae by vertebra to stand.
You must be sensitive.
Roll those shoulders back, down and back. Hands to heart center. We're gonna do that on the other side. So shift your weight to the right leg. Lift that left leg up. On the next exhale, shift forward. Extend that back leg behind you. Reach in the heel for the side of the room. Upper body forward. Release those arms into airplane, pinching your shoulder blades together. Opening your front chest. Nice deep breaths here. On the exhale, try to stretch your head further away from that heel. Next exhale, come into half moon, so place that right hand on the ground and try to open that chest to the back wall. Next exhale, try to raise that heel a little higher with that glute. And release the leg down. Inhale into chair. Last time we have to do chair. Really engage the core. Sit back in those heels. Hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the left. Get that right elbow on the left knee. Remember to keep those knees even. Next inhale, release the twist. Back to chair. Biceps by the ears. One more deep breath in. Out and release. Straighten those legs. And just hang heavy for a second. Next inhale, roll back up. All right, you're gonna heel toe your legs so your toes are off your mat and your heels are still on. Next inhale, we're gonna come down into Malasana squats. So your knees are gonna go straight out over your toes and you're gonna sink all the way down. Hands to heart center. I want you to push away with your elbows and push in with your knees. So it's kind of, you're pushing against yourself to keep yourself steady there. Nice deep breath. You should feel this stretch in your inner thighs too. You can either stay here or you can come into crow. We're gonna plant our hands if you wanna do crow. Shift your weight forward. You're gonna rest your knees on your triceps and lift your feet up. You can also just stay in that squat. Couple deep breaths here. All right, if you're in crow, release back down to that squat. Now, next inhale, stand back up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold all the way over. Step back to high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come into plank. You're gonna plant that left hand in the center and turn into side plank. If you want, you can lift that leg up. Find some ease in the pose. Relax your face. Keep those hips high. One good breath in. And out. All right, lower that top leg. And this time you're gonna place it behind you. Find the ball of your foot behind you on the floor and reach around. Circle that arm overhead and reach for the floor behind you. Wild thing. One good inhale here. Exhale, release, back to up high plank. Raise your hips up to down dog. We'll take a breather before we do the other side. Inhale, high plank. Plant that right hand in the center and turn into side plank. Again, you can lift that leg if you want to. Keep those hips high. Try to relax your face, find some ease. One more breath in. And exhale. Lower that top leg down. Place the ball of your foot behind you. And then circle the arm for a wild thing. One more inhale here. Exhale, release back to plank. And downward dog. Inhale, high plank, last chaturanga here. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, lower your knees down and make your way to a seat. I want you to butterfly your legs, place the soles of your feet together, and then slide them out a little bit away from you. Sit up nice and tall. Crown of your head to the ceiling, back nice and flat. Inhale here. Next exhale, you're gonna lean forward, keeping that back flat, pulling yourself towards your feet. You can use those elbows to push down on your knees if you want to. One more inhale, try to get a little bit taller, a little bit farther. And exhale, fold over. You can now round your back, grab your feet and pull yourself towards your toes. All right, inhale and release. Bring those knees together. We're gonna lean back and lift those feet up, come into boat. Engage that core, try to keep that back flat. The next inhale, we're gonna open up that right arm. Come into a twist. Exhale, back to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, back to center. Slowly lower down to your back, vertebra by vertebra. All right, when you're here, bend those knees up so your feet are flat on the floor. You're gonna cross your right leg over your left knee like a 4. Reach through that hole and clasp your hands behind the left leg. And pull your legs towards you. To further deepen the stretch, you can extend that left leg up and you can push against your right knee with your right elbow. Feel this on the outside of your hip. Inhale. Exhale, pull your legs a little closer to you. All right, release that left leg straight to the floor and pull the right knee into your chest tight. Big inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna straighten it. Reach for whatever you can grab, whether that's your knee or your thigh or your shin. On each inhale, Relax a little. On the exhale, I want you to try to pull your leg a little bit closer to your nose. Try to keep it nice and straight and engage that quad. All right, transfer the leg to your right hand, and we're gonna send it to the right and open up those hips. Left arm goes out to the side. Keep that shoulder on the ground. Inhale back to center. Gonna transfer it to your left hand and just pull very gently across your body. You should feel this. You're gonna try to keep your hips on the ground. This is a good IT band stretch. So just a very little pull across your body there. And now release those hips and go all the way into a side twist. So bring your foot to the floor. Keep that right shoulder on the ground. You could place your left hand on your right knee if that helps you get further into that twist. Good, inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, both legs back to center. Give a nice squeeze. Extend that right leg out straight to the floor. Keep the left knee in. Pull it into your chest. Bend that right knee in. We're gonna do the force stretch, so cross that left leg over the right knee. Grasp behind your right leg and pull your knees towards you. Again, you can extend that right leg up if you want a little more and push your knee away from you with your left arm. Inhale, exhale, pull them a little bit closer toward you. Next, exhale, release that right leg down. Left leg is still up and by your chest. And extend it out straight. Again, whatever you can reach, even if that's just behind your knee. Pull it towards your nose. Nice and engaged, straight. Good, inhale here. On the exhale, try to pull it a little closer. All right, transfer that leg to your left hand. Right arm goes out to your side. And take that leg to the left. Open those hips. Inhale, leg back to center. Transfer to the right hand. And just that little cross-body IT band stretch. Keeping that left hip on the floor. Also feel this right behind that left knee. And on the next exhale, release that twist all the way down. Let your hip come off the floor, your toe come to the mat, your gaze go over the left shoulder. You can place that right hand on the left knee if that helps you get further into the twist. And inhale, everything back to center. Hug those knees in tight. And exhale, release. All right, we're gonna come into fish pose. You're going to walk your hands underneath your butt. So your butt is sitting on the backs of your hands. You're gonna bend those elbows and come to the top of your head. It's a good front body stretch, really opens up your neck, your chest, helps your posture. If you want, you can hover your legs above the ground. Make that head nice and heavy. One more inhale here. And exhale. Release the head. Bring your hands out from under your butt. All right, inhale. We're gonna come into happy baby. So get your knees wider than your rib cage. Reach for the outside of your feet and pull your legs down into your body while you're simultaneously bracing against your hands. Back is nice and flat on the ground. If it feels good, you can roll around here a little bit, massage that spine. And on the next exhale, release everything down to the final Savasana. Palms are facing up. Relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your face muscles. You can place a hand on your belly if you want to feel that breath rise and fall like we did at the beginning. Relax your thighs. Gently close your eyes. Just sit here for a few breaths, just feeling the rise and the fall of those breaths. All right. When you're ready, you can sit up. You can stay there as long as you would like. How's everyone feeling?
Awesome.
Good. Hopefully you got a little sweat in, some recovery time. Next.
It's good. I'm sleepy now.
Good.
I always forget to breathe.
Oh my gosh, me too. That's the hardest part.
Thanks for running this, Doc.
I kept thinking about, wow, she's talking and breathing and doing all the exercises.
Right?
Well, I don't know if I tell you to breathe at the right time when I do that, because like I'm obviously talking and then also trying to breathe, and I don't know if it works right, but whatever.
Oh, it was awesome. Thank you so much, Doc.
Yeah, hopefully it was all right and you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
You did an awesome job.
See you guys Wednesday.